Alright, here's the truth. You don't need to be a genius or a productivity robot to learn new things quickly. You just need a few tricks that actually work. So if you're lazy, unmotivated, or just plain busy, this video is for you. Because today, I'm breaking down the easiest, laziest ways to learn anything fast. No motivation required. Step 1 in the lazy guide to learning. Stop trying to learn everything. Seriously, this is where most people mess up. You don't need to know every little detail. You just need the key stuff that gets you results the fastest. Think about it. When you learn to drive, you don't spend hours studying car mechanics. You focus on the essential skills like how to steer, brake, and obey traffic signals. And guess what? You're driving within weeks, not years. So when you're learning something new, identify the 20% of skills or knowledge that will get you 80% of the results. This is the classic Pareto principle applied to lazy learning. It works for languages, hobbies, work skills, you name it. For example, if you're learning a language, focus on mastering the 500 most common words and phrases. Forget obscure grammar rules for now. Just get good at the essentials, and you'll be conversational way faster. Now, let's talk about retaining what you learn without putting in tons of effort. Introducing spaced repetition. Here's how it works. Instead of cramming, you learn something once, and then review it at gradually increasing intervals. This space between reviews actually helps lock it into your memory long term. It's kind of like planting seeds. You water them a little at a time, not dump a whole bucket on them and hope they grow overnight. The same goes for learning. Spread it out over time, and you'll remember things with way less effort. Apps like Anki or Quizlet are awesome for this. They'll remind you when it's time to review, so you don't even have to think about it. Lazy memory, activate it. Alright, if you're someone who dreads the idea of long study sessions, this next tip is your new best friend. Micro sessions. Instead of forcing yourself to sit down for an hour, try learning in quick 5 or 10-minute bursts. Read a page, watch a video clip, try a practice problem, and then you're done. Studies show that short, consistent learning sessions actually improve retention. Plus, it feels way less overwhelming, so you're more likely to keep going. Lazy learning at its finest. You can squeeze in a micro session anywhere, while waiting for your coffee to brew, during a commercial break, or even while you're brushing your teeth. Learning fast doesn't have to mean big-time investments. Just tiny chunks whenever you have a free moment. Here's a trick that barely anyone uses but works wonders. Connect new information to something you already know. Your brain is lazy by nature. It likes shortcuts, and one of the best shortcuts is analogy. For example, if you're learning programming, think of the computer as a chef following a recipe. The code is your recipe. Simple, right? Or if you're trying to remember a new vocabulary word in Spanish, think of a funny story or image that links the word to something in your life. The weirder, the better. Your brain is great at remembering funny, weird things. Using analogies and personal stories makes learning stick without you even trying. It's like setting mental traps for information, so it doesn't just slip away. And here's the final, super lazy learning hack. Don't worry about getting things wrong. In fact, messing up is one of the fastest ways to learn. And yes, that's scientifically proven. When you make mistakes, your brain actually remembers the right answer better next time. So instead of being afraid of failure, lean into it. Try things out, make mistakes, and don't overthink it. This also means you don't have to wait until you feel ready to start applying what you're learning. Dive in, mess up, learn, and keep moving. It's like lazy learning in action. Perfectionism is the enemy of lazy learning. Let yourself be a little sloppy. It'll get you results way faster than over-prepping. So there you have it, the lazy person's guide to learning anything fast. Just remember, be selective about what you learn, use spaced repetition, break things into micro sessions, use analogies, and don't be afraid to fail. The world is full of people making learning way harder than it needs to be. But now you've got the cheat code. So next time you want to learn something new, ditch the grind and use these lazy hacks instead. And hey, if this video helped you, all I ask is for a lazy little click on that subscribe button. See you in the next one.